Guests vomiting all over your park? That'll be the side effects of high nausea rides. But how can we control or at least limit that? And how can we help guests recover so they're soon over the effects and back enjoying rides across your park? A number of factors impact on your ride's nausea rating, and that rating directly correlates to a guest's nausea tolerance. The higher the nausea rate, the greater number of guests who will feel sick after riding it, and if it's too high, some guests just won't want to ride it at all. But if they do choose to ride, they may become sick, meaning they'll likely throw up, leaving messy paths behind, and taking time out of their visit to recover, meaning they will stop spending on rides, shops and stalls. The nausea rating is the result of a combination of factors, most notably the G-force and the amount of twists and turns your ride has, or how much it spins. Some ride types, by nature, are just more nauseous than others, and on many rides it's hard to generate high excitement without having to give a bit away on nausea. To help guests recover from high nausea rides, have plenty of benches near the exit. A guest will naturally recover from motion sickness over time, but that time is heavily reduced if they sit down. Likewise, if they do vomit, that will reduce their sickness levels. And a first aid room is a one-stop shop to solve the problem, although guests never seem to head for a first aid room. Instead, they'll enter as they pass one if they feel nauseous. You can't generate revenue from a first aid kiosk, and they do have an operating cost, so if you opt to use them, try and maximise their potential by having them close to exits of your highest nausea rated rides. Nausea is a major reason why assigning patrol areas for your handymen is a good idea. Having a handyman patrol exit areas for high nausea rides will help have vomit cleared up quicker, preventing guests from being put off by disgusting paths. Reducing your nausea rating on coasters is similar to reducing intensity rating. As a starting point, look at your lateral Gs graph. 2 is added to your nausea rating if you go above 2.8 lateral Gs, and 6 is added for anything above 3.1 lateral Gs. At this point, your excitement is hurt and you'll also have penalties added to your intensity rating. So take a look at what is causing that high lateral G-force. The most likely cause is going too fast through track elements. So see if you can reduce the speed by either altering your highest drop or adding some brakes. Turns as well as inversions can produce high lateral Gs. If your turns aren't banked, make that change to improve your lateral Gs. Another thing to be wary of is the number of drops and inversions. Every drop and every inversion adds to your nausea, so if you've tried to create something with a record number of drops or inversions, just removing some may be the way to bring your nausea rating down. For a lot of roller coasters, you won't escape high nausea, but knowing how to control it and then deal with the impact will help keep guests out of first aid rooms, vomit off your paths and ensure guests aren't put off a coaster just by looking.